Hello everyone and welcome to something completely different. This video was sent to us by a wonderful subscriber by the name of KotalKahnBeta and takes place on Arena as he takes on Punic Curse in blue playing as the Bengalis. So while the players heard their herdables explore their immediate surroundings and try to go up to Feudal and possibly Castle as fast as possible, let's take a look at the Civ matchup we'll be watching today. Now, the Turks are very much a civilization built around that brown, that saltpeter. I am, of course, talking about gunpowder. Gunpowder units are created faster, have extra HP, come with cheaper technologies, and some gunpowder units can be upgraded to get even more range. Now, staying on brand, the unique unit of the Turks is, of course, the Janissary, a more expensive but less accurate hand cannoneer with more range, more HP, a better attack, and more armor. But keep in mind, it does not come with any kind of bonus against infantry. Now, to support these heavy and expensive units on the field of battle, the Turks can actually field some pretty decent supporting units on their own. The scout line units come with extra pierce armor, their cavalry archers can be upgraded to get extra 20 HP, and their scout line units automatically upgrade to light cavalry and hussars upon reaching Castle and Imperial Age, which gives the Turks access to top-of-the-line units immediately without having to wait and pay for the upgrades to be researched. Now, in order to be able to afford their gunpowder units, which as anyone who plays this game knows are quite gold intensive, Turkish gold miners do work 20% faster, the chemistry upgrade is free of charge, and the free upgrades to light cav and hussars does save the Turks about 1,300 resources in total. Now, opposing KotalKahnBeta as the Red Turks, we've got Punic Curse, very cool name, as the Blue Bengalis. The Bengalis, of course, in my opinion, an elephant civilization through and through. All of their elephants receive less bonus damage, are more resistant to conversion, and can be upgraded to attack 20% faster, which is amazing when you consider the fact that the Bengalis have access to fully upgraded battle elephants and siege elephants, and their elephant archers also benefit from Parthian tactics. Now, in order to support these slow, easily converted units on the field of battle, Bengali monks come with an extra armor boost, and the Bengali unique unit, the Rata, one of the most versatile but also one of the most aided units in the game, is a chariot unit that can switch between ranged and melee attacks. Now, the Bengalis, in order to support their military production, every town center spawns 2 villagers for free when the next age is reached, and their entire civilian population can be upgraded and evolved, let's say, to take up 10% population space. The way that works is each one of these villagers, instead of being worth 1 population room, becomes worth 0.9 population room. So if you get to triple digits of villagers, it does save you a lot of room in the end stages of the game, let's say the late game, and you can use that room to build even more villagers, or if you want more army. So those are the 2 civilizations we've got facing us today. One incredibly powerful civ designed to basically brute force its way into its opponent's territory. Another one designed to be potentially deadly when it comes to the elephants. I thought blue for a second was blocking the boar with the sheep. I was going to say I've never seen a boar block with a sheep. In any event, let's take a look at the map where the resources are located, see if any particular player is at an advantage, disadvantage. Punic War, his stone is very close to the area here, which rather the gate. So any kind of attack by ranged units might jeopardize that stone gathering. Primary gold for KotalKahnBeta, also a little bit forward, but I think a bit further away from the gate. However, this stone pile very much exposed to any ranged units here to the, what do we call this? The southwest of his base. And as usual on Arena, everyone comes with 2 extra resources outside of their bases. 1 stone pile, 1 gold pile, and the exact same thing for our blue Bengali, stone to the north, gold to the south. Positioning of resources, a little bit of stone next to our blue Bengali, a little bit of gold next to him, but also a little bit of gold next to our red Turk. This stone pile a little bit more contested. Now, we'll see if this game follows the standard 3-step meta. Sorry, I was looking at relics. I saw 5 relics. My brain went to 5. But usually in my experience, The meta on Arena and most of the closed maps that come with relics is everyone rushes up to Castle Age. Once they hit Castle Age, stage 1 is over. Stage 2 begins, where everyone fights over these relics. And then once all 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 relics are gathered, then we enter stage 3, where the players essentially build armies, amass them up. One or both players expand into the center of the map, and then they try to beat the ever-living snot out of each other, of course, electronically, until one player dies or GG's. Now, while I've been talking about the civilizations, Punic Curse has already hit feudal, building a market, has amassed quite a bit of food, just needs a bit more gold, and should be able to go up to Fast Castle once he builds a secondary structure. KotalKahn, about, I would say, about a little over a minute behind his opponent. Not the end of the world. Also starting to gather food and gold a bit ahead on the gold account, I was about to say, but Punic Curse choosing to sell the very little stone that he started the game with for about, what is that, 181 gold. So the second he finishes his second structure, which he already has, he should be able to click up to castle. A little bit of a delay while he gathers his food, but now off the back of 23 villagers, he is heading up to Castle Age. Kotal, what is he doing? Building the exact same thing: a market, a blacksmith, and in what, about 150 food, he'll have enough resources to go up to Castle Age. Where are the other villagers on food? Oh, there they are. Okay, clinging to the berry line. 6 villagers, 2 on farms. So he is just about 100 or so food away. Let's see what the players have seen of the map. KotalKahn choosing not to scout the map, although has seen just the tip of the relic. His opponent has seen all 4 northern relics. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Has not yet explored the southern part of the map, and so has not seen that southern relic. And now Punic Curse housed at 25 supply. Let's see if he's building any more houses to alleviate the situation. Yes, he is. Where are these 2 villagers going? We've got 1 villager exiting through the south, 1 villager exiting through the north, 2 villagers already out on the map. A bit of a interesting move here by Punic Curse. Let's see what they're doing. Baskets and shovels in hand. Although those shovels are those pruning shears, some kind of instrument to help gather the very juicy cranberries, raspberries, whatever the heck that is. Punic Curse moving forward, has hit castle, building a monastery immediately. Interesting choice. Generally, you see the monastery being built inside the base. Of course, if you start the game on a enclosed map, part of the fun of that is using the base, the enclosure, to keep your buildings and units safe. Punic Curse, throwing caution to the wind, decides, you know what, I'm just going to push forward with my Bengali monks. Remember, they come with +3 melee, +3 pierce. Has he seen this southern relic? Yes, he has. So he's seen all 5 relics. Where is the scout from our red Turk? He's gone back home, does not seem to care to scout the relics at all. Both players now in castle fairly quickly, although it's now KotalKahn's turn to be housed at 25. Is he building anything to alleviate that? He's got the stone for a castle, seems to be doing exactly that. Okay. So KotalKahn seems to be ceding control of the relics to his opponent, choosing instead to go immediately with a fast castle. Of course, Punic Curse, we saw him selling that 200 stone so he could go up to castle ASAP. Has 0 stone in the bank, and now this scout's going to find this monk. 1, 2, 3 shots, rather pokes, slashes, whatever you want to call it, of the sword, and that monk goes down. Any more coming out? Not really, but Sanctity being researched. How long until that's done? About 22 seconds. Needs to be careful. Looks like there's going to be another monk snipe here. No, my goodness. No, there isn't. Punic Curse. Who is the Punic Curse? Is that Scipio Africanus? Does he mean the Romans in general? Interesting. Very, very cool name. Anything that references, you know, ancient history, old-timey things like that. Always absolutely, you know, a history buff, which is what I like to call myself, as opposed to the more colorful terms that I was called at a younger age, like nerd. History buff sounds better. It sounds, it sounds like I'm in shape. It sounds like I like to read books. Monk taking a little bit of a detour north for one tile, then turning around, another monk moving north. Unfortunately, that extra 15 HP didn't kick in before KotalKahn managed to get his scout cav there. Otherwise, would have lasted a little bit longer, but does not matter. One monk down. Looks like one relic already in possession of the Bengali from the south. Two more heading, or rather one more and two more about to head south as well. Interesting choice to gather the relics right in front of your opponent's base. Siege elephant, rather armored elephant, not yet a siege elephant. Already on the field. Absolutely no army, though, out of Punic Curse. One scout cav and one converted scout cav. Now he's going to get shooed away by these Janissaries. Any more monks being produced? Yes. Consistent monk production out of our Bengali, who has now taken possession of all 5 relics. Oh my goodness. We'll see if he's able to get them safe and sound into his monastery. Is he at least building one at home? Yes, he's building one at home. Was a little bit confused why he built 2. A siege workshop, a little bit of infrastructure here in the center. Seems like Punic Curse wants to be the one putting on the aggression. Oh, Snow Leopard comes into contact with a Janissary, takes a 17 attack ball to the face and dies. And now there's a little bit of a distraction here. No doubt Punic Curse does not want these red Janissaries circling around the map, making sure that they cannot find these monks that are slowly headed home. Still has one relic in here, one garrison monk, another garrison monk, 2 more on the production. Punic going heavy on the monk play. But KotalKahn not falling for it entirely, sending only half his army there. The other half is still circling around here. Okay. Will they see the monk? They see the monk at the periphery of the vision. Another monk sacrifices his life, no doubt. No? Yes, okay, sacrifices his life, but does manage to get a convert, and now there is no more Turkish force out on the map except for these 2 that have gunned down that one OG scout cavalry of the Bengali and that one converted traitorous scout cavalry. Okay, he's released the relic. Okay, takes it. 4 relics to 0 by our Bengali. We'll see. Remember, arena games generally don't last that long, so relics, it's interesting to me. It's a bit of a contradiction, on an open map. Leave aside all the civilizations that benefit from relics, like Burgundians or Aztecs or Lithuanians. Leave those civs aside. On an open map, generally, relics are not the top priority at the 22-minute mark of the game. On an enclosed map like this, like I said, now phase 2 of the game is basically over. All 5 relics have been gathered, in this case gathered by the same player. And now take a look, there is a 200-year clock that's ticking before this Turkish carriage becomes a pumpkin. KotalKahn has to put on the aggression now. In the meantime, he continues to lose units here to convert. But as I was saying, it's a bit of a contradiction, or maybe contradiction is not the right word, that on an enclosed map like this, like Arena or Fortress, games generally don't last that long. And when games generally don't last that long, relics, generally speaking, are of less importance, of less value. Relics are definitely one of those things that accrue over time. You get more gold the longer you hold the relic. So the longer the game goes on and the longer you hold the relic, obviously better for you. Monk spawns out in the wrong neighborhood. Although KotalKahn a little bit, what is it? Oh man, the expression is escaping my mind right now. Somebody who gets burned on like the stovetop and then is hesitant to reach for the stovetop is backing away with his Janissaries, losing a bunch of them to converts. Where is that one converted Janissary, by the way? Okay, he's standing here behind the monastery. Rams taking on elephants. Rams, no, basically not standing a chance. But anyway, let me finish my thought before I interrupt myself for a 19th time. it's strange to me that on an open map, or not strange, but an observation, on an open map where relic games can last 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 1.5 hours, relics are not as fought over as they are on maps like Arena, where the game generally lasts 35, 40, 45 minutes at most. You know, sometimes you have a longer game, sometimes you have a shorter game, but at the end of the day, the games on open maps, generally, in my experience, anecdotally, do tend to last a long time. So, enough of my philosophizing. Let's take a look at the bases of our opponents here. Second town center going up for KotalKahnBeta on the back of 49 villagers. Army supply identical. Third town center, though, up for our blue Bengali, who is getting a plethora of economic upgrades. He knows that the clock is ticking. There's 150 years left. A quarter of the time needed to win the game has passed, and now KotalKahnBeta has to be the one putting on the pressure. Blue knows that, so Blue immediately starts creating a secondary wall off of houses. Always a good idea to do that on an enclosed map like Arena. Moving forward with a ram, moving forward with how many Janissaries is this? 8 Janissaries. So far, the HP on them is tickling slowly downwards, but doesn't really care because there's nothing really here out of our blue Bengali that can really contest these Janissaries. Ram taking out this siege workshop would probably do better to just keep moving it forward towards Blue's base, as opposed to wasting time on houses, and that's exactly what KotalKahnBeta does, unless he's, of course, heading for this house. The caster's curse. I say something should happen, and then the exact opposite happens. I think you can turn around and kill this spearman now. The monks are far enough away. Elephants. Chunky boys. Even chunkier than usual. Oh man, so many sniper lines going down by the only spellcaster in the game. We've got 7 monks taking on 8 Janissaries. But KotalKahnBeta, unbeknownst to his opponent, is going up to Imperial. His opponent's got a bunch of gold. Surprise, surprise, with 5 relics and a base that's not being harassed just yet. But only 450 food. Let's see what these Janissaries can do. 150 years has become 116 years. The clock is ticking. Elephant being shooed away. We are at the 30-minute mark of the game. Army supplies are basically identical. We've got a very powerful long-range unit for our Turk, and we've got a very powerful long-range unit for our Bengali. Does manage to snipe a monk. Beautiful snipe here by KotalKahnBeta. And what is he building out in the middle of the map? Wonderful stables. Again, remember, the second the Turks hit castle, those scout cav become light cav, and in 57 seconds we'll keep our eye on this light cav. I always love to see it, so I'm going to force you guys to see it as well, that this becomes a hussar in exactly 40 seconds automatically, much like the Bulgarian infantry. You know, it advances and evolves for free automatically. The exact same thing here for the Turkish cavalry, at least the light cav. Let's keep watching. 8 seconds. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And they are hussars automatically. Like I said, 1,300 resources saved overall, and countless in-game seconds. So when you're playing somebody who's gathered all 5 relics, now there's a clock of 87 years. It's basically down to half of what it was in the beginning, you know, the 200. You want to have a civ like the Turks because that automatic upgrade feature is just so powerful, saves you so much time. Hussars moving in here. Let's see how many monks they can get. Absolutely none. I'm shocked that Punic Curse is not building walls in front of this monastery. I mean, this monastery is very exposed. Melee units will have a tough time getting to it because especially now that there's a castle and a bunch of monks in front, but 7 have become 5. He will be an Imperial in 2 minutes as well. But again, I am absolutely shocked that Punic is not putting a wall or some kind of building or structure in front of this at the moment. KotalKahnBeta trying to take the vision away from his opponent by destroying these houses, which have now become spotting houses. Look how much vision they give Punic Curse. just by existing in the middle of the map. And now the bombard cannons are moving forward. If anything can give KotalKahn the ability to get this clock to stop by destroying this monastery and forcing the eviction of those relics, it is bombard cannons. But he's focusing on the castle instead. Not sure that's the right move. It will take a while for that HP to get knocked down. What is our blue Bengali building to defend himself? A university, a barracks, and another town center. He's going up to 86 villagers. He is very confident. There it is. There's the wall. But now he's gonna have to go. Oh my god, he walled himself out of the ability to wall, and now he removes the relics. Oh, he removed the relics. Why did you remove the relics? Where is there even a monastery here? Why did blue remove the relics? Oh my goodness. Now he's going to put them in here. Ark of the Covenant waiting to be lowered into the ground. No. I am so shocked that I am choking and coughing. Let's continue to watch this Turkish assault. Now this monastery is no longer that important. This is what I was talking about in the beginning of the game, when my opinion of the Turks, a brute force civilization. There is no finessing. You can micro if you'd like, but this civilization is designed to basically bust their way through the wall and then bust their way through structures. Look how quickly they're demolishing it. Where is the monastery? Oh my god, and now the counter has been reset. Our blue Bengali hoping that the relic victory would give him a big W here. Remove the relics right after what was it? It was in the 50 range, no? I didn't look too carefully because I really wasn't expecting him to do that. And now our Turk is knocking on the front door of his opponent's base. Bloodlines to make those 7 Hussars tankier. We've got some armor upgrades, armor upgrades for our ranged units. How many Janissaries? 15 Janissaries. Are they elite? No, they are not. But they are upgraded, and more stone and gold being teethed here by KotalKahn, making himself at home, putting his feet up, grabbing a beer, lighting up a cigarette and saying, "This is my house." And his house it is indeed. Take a look at the mini-map. Blue has been pushed back by this giant bite that KotalKahn has taken out of his base. He has nothing to respond to these 3 bombard cannons. Chunky Oliphant archers. How are their upgrades? Pretty damn good upgrades, actually. 3,000 HP. Move out, move forward. What is he building? Bombard towers are being built here for our Red Turk. No fewer than 3. These elephants have to get their butts over there immediately. Don't wait. There we go. 4,000 HP of elephant archers moving forward, taking a few cannonballs to the face. Get rid of the villagers. Get rid of everything you can at the moment. Okay, KotalKahn being pushed back quite nicely here by these elephant archers. Take a look at their HP. Just absolutely massive. Elephant archers not exactly the strongest unit, even the strongest archer in the game, but my god, does their tankiness make up for it. They can take very much a shot to the face, even from bombard towers, but unfortunately not too many shots. Get rid of that. I was gonna say get rid of that Treb and run away. Yes, there you go. Oh, he's got to work on his micro a little bit better. Maybe shift the way they move from one stance to another. What's the range on these guys now? 7 to 8. Masonry being researched for our Turk. Wants to make his structures stronger. Conscription wants to get these units out faster, and out come more Hussars. 9 now, but Kotal making himself at home with 5 bombard cannons. Does blue have a castle? He does not. He does not have a single unit except for 2 armored elephants that can try to contest these towers here. Our Turk pushing in at the 40-minute mark of the game. And like I told you guys, generally arena games do not last hours and hours and hours. And oh god, the Hussars have slipped in. No wonder they were rushing up north. Villager kill count 9 in favor of our Red Turk, but will lose a bunch of the. Well, it looks like they were attacking the farm there for a second. Those elephant archers. Sorry, sometimes I want to say olifant, sometimes I want to say elephant. My brain sometimes combines the two into a word that does not exist. Now the elephant archers are pushing back, should be able to get this treb, but will take a huge amount of damage. But how do you deal with 7,000 HP of elephants moving towards you? I guess you keep tickling away at that HP slowly, slowly, slowly. Is Kotal losing villagers? Oh man, he is being encroached upon. These 11 range bombard towers are just absolutely going to keep these elephants at bay. Siege workshop going up for our blue Bengali. Anything gonna come out of there that can help? I bet he wishes he did not sell that stone so quickly and readily in the beginning of the game. Kotal continuing to move forward with what? Janissaries being built out of both of his castles. Any upgrades on these different than before? Absolutely not. Why would he need upgrades? He is pushing himself with 10 bombard towers. Absolutely beautiful play here. And now the elephants are moving in, but they're moving into a maelstrom. Janissaries, hussars, bombard towers, even villagers if they want to join the fight. That elephant died before he could even reach that bombard tower. Now blue, I guess, feeling like he's got to make a bit of a last stand here, trying to get as many villagers as he can. Army supply is very, very close. Kotal about 10% ahead. Villager count about 10% ahead as well. Needs to keep moving. These elephant archers need to keep bobbing and dodging as best he can. But oh no, more and more of these elephants dying. 7,000 of HP is now 2,500 of HP. But they're doing the job. They're distracting. Unfortunately for him, if this siege elephant had come out maybe 40 seconds ago, it would be something. But right now, absolutely not. This is the biggest risk-taking villager in the history of Age of Empires. His city is about to get overrun. There's bombard towers on the horizon. But what does he do? He is building, he is continuing to farm. Sorry, trying to take out upgrades. Not the best here, but red, I guess, deciding to go for quantity over quality, pushing out more and more units, focusing his upgrades, his resources on his Janissaries, which are now elite, packing an incredibly serious punch. Yeah, that villager was a little too cocky, I think. Okay, this elephant should be able to do a little bit of something. We'll see if he manages to get a tower. No, or will they just repair, or will they attack the elephant? Oh, they decide to attack the elephant. And by the way, look at this. It looks like the sword, because it's moving behind a red building, it's getting a red shadow. It looks like there's blood on the sword. And for the first time I've seen it in Age of Empires, it looks like the villagers actually stabbing the elephant, and blood is coming out. Bombard towers trying desperately to take out the elephant. Finally, they manage with the support of these heroic heroines at the top. But my god, what does blue have to respond to? 33 elite Janissaries backed now by trebs, by bombard cannons, artillery. Yeah, artillery research, +2 range on these guys. Oh man, and look at this, just crisscross. Not even Catherine Zeta-Jones would be able to get around all these red lines. That is a movie reference I hope that people get. I believe the movie is Entrapped. Or Entrapment. Oh god, these elephants are just dying the second they get out. 0 army supply for Punic Curse. I think this game is not going to last much longer. 48 years on the relics. Villagers desperately repairing. At this point, Punic Curse, what does he need to do? He needs to pull every single villager and just surround this monastery, body block it. 44 years. We'll see if our red Turk allows him to even do that. He's got 800 wood right now. Basically, every villager not carrying an axe, not jack and lumber, needs to be moved forward. Elephants need to body block as well. I bet he wishes he had some Hussite wagons to take down some of the effect of these Janissaries. Oh my god, 38 years. Keep preparing, but he's out of wood. He's out of wood. He's out of resources. He's got 100 gold that he can sell, and that's basically it. Oh no, blue. Blue, take a look. Quote-unquote balancing his economy. He's investing in elephants. Elephants will tickle away at these Janissaries, but they're soaking up his resources. Okay, he's getting it back up to 400 wood. I feel like I'm an auctioneer selling, but sold. We'll see who wins here, the Janissaries or the villagers. I am very much committed here to seeing who wins this. More villagers being pulled off the production line, but unfortunately for him, he's pulling lumberjacks. He's got 3 lumberjacks left, 4 villagers on food. Oh my god, and he manages to get the relics. What year did he survive? What year did he make it to? Let's see. Not sure why I'm rewinding at half speed. 25 years. Oh, oh my god, what an absolute nail biter. Absolute nail biter of a game. Oh, I love this. Look at this. This looks like box art. This might be my thumbnail for the video. This is just so cool. How many bombard towers? 16 bombard towers. Now, if blue had defended the original monastery, if he had just choked it up with walls and houses and structures, oh my, red would have had a much more difficult time getting to that monastery. Maybe would not have even had an opportunity to get Trebs out. And absolutely fantastic. Now, I probably would have gotten Trebs out. He wasn't Imperial. But wow, first of all, absolutely, you know that meme of the guy that has his head tilted and he's like, WTF? That was my head literally when he removed the relics from that monastery. I get the need to defend them and move them backwards so that they're nice and secure inside your base. But he was so close to winning the game. He had basically gone about, what, 70, 80% of the way to the relic victory. And then here, also 25 years, he went 7/8 of the way. I don't know what the hell percentage that is, but 7/8, 175 years out of 200, I guess times 5. I'm not going to do the math right now. Yeah, I'm not going to do the math right now. Somebody smarter than I am, quicker on the draw, do the math. But 25 years left, KotalKahn. Taking a very interesting approach to this game, ceding control of the center, ceding control of the relics, instead deciding to push out with this one castle producing Janissaries. Take a look at all the queued Janissaries. How many? 30 Janissaries queued up. Deciding, you know what? I work better under pressure. So you get all 5 relics. You get the ball rolling on the 200-year relic victory. And what I'll do is I'll just push into you and throw everything I can at you with the brute force civilization known as the Turks. And my god, did it work. Kill count. Take a look at kill count for KotalKahn. 168 to 60. But 65 of that's villagers, I shouldn't say, but it is a good villager kill count. So about 100 military kills to 61. 77 elephant archers to 60. APM, a bit of a relaxed, but here we go. Let's take a look. 4,000 extra gold for our blue Bengali. Take a look. Wood. I bet he wishes he had 4,000 extra wood right now, and he would have probably kept repairing that monastery. But what is that? 13,000 more wood, but falling behind in the food count, a little bit ahead because of the relics. Without the relics, he'd be down about 2,000. And take a look at this, about 3,200. So what is that? 4-5 castles worth of stone here, taken by our Red Turk, who instead of building castles, decides to put up these Turkish bombard towers. Incredibly powerful, 11 range on them. One elephant tried his darndest to get this tower down, but these 2 heroines showed up with their 1 kill, and for the first time I've ever seen in this game, it looks like there was blood on their sword because of this red building, a red unit. And I guess not because of the red building, because of them. They are a red unit, and so that knife was just stabbing a little bit behind the tower, making it look like there was blood. Wow, what a nail-biter of a game. Who is going to win? The Turk pushing desperately against the clock, or the Punic Bengali, who wanted the clock to run down so that he could win this by way of relics. 25 years left. Oh, what an absolute fun game. KotalKahn, thank you so much for sending me this game. Absolutely enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed the cast. And KotalKahn takes the big W, but GG to both players. Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips and make sure to subscribe and enable notifications so that you're notified of my latest uploads.